Oh no. No, 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 no. Welcome to Plan It For Me. I'm your host / new BFF, Louis Barragona. I've been scrolling through my phone reading your DMs and I just got a great one from someone wondering how on earth you actually build a budget for your wedding. Talk about stressful. But before we get into all that, I need a cocktail. I think I'll have one of my faves, the Mo Money, Mo Martini. So we're gonna make Mo Money, Mo Martini. I would not know about having Mo Money, shout out my student loans, but we are gonna have Mo Ice. That's where we start, we need ice. Okay, I don't understand why ice is such a struggle. So we've got our ice. I am a bartender. We need gin.
Great, sorry.
Do I put it in the, wait, but I do it in the top, right?
No, you put it into the middle.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Not through the strainer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how you pour it out.
Okay, so we're ginning it up. Ugh. Oh my God. Now we need some vermouth. What is vermouth? Like, is it sweet? Oh. Wowza. Okay, that's a martini. That is how a bartender would do it. This is Bar Rescue, starring Louis Barragona. Shake it up. Oh my God, it's so cold. Okay, and we're gonna pour it in. No, we pour it in through the top. Do-do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do. That's plain. So normally I feel like people make their martinis with olives, but like, that's not really my thing. You could use a lemon wedge, but I don't have one. You do you. Cheers. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got this DM from Edward Cullen Forevs, and I think they need help. They wrote, "Hey Louis, I'm at a total stalemate with my significant other. We can't agree on a single thing when it comes to the budget, and don't even get me started on how awkward he gets when I try to bring up talking to our parents about chipping in. How do we get on the same page like now?" Oh boy, budget. Thinking about budget makes me want to cry, but let's just take a big swig. We're gonna need it. Budgets are stressful, but money needs to be something you can discuss openly with your partner. First, let's focus on communication. Consider this talk practice for your financial future. You're gonna have to talk about budget sometime, bring up your wedding spend in a way that doesn't feel accusatory, and set boundaries, like no raised voices, no low blows. Work together to come up with a list of wedding priorities, costs included. Big flower people? Great. Allocate a percentage of the total budget there. Not so into the idea of a wedding video? That's okay. Creating a budget is all about knowing your grand total and establishing your needs, wants, and your not so muches. Now let's think about parents chipping in. Before you pop the question to the rents, form a united front with your significant other about your vision for the day. Remember, if you're asking your parents to have a financial stake in the game, you might need to make some tough compromises. Prioritize accordingly. These are the big ticket items you can expect to shell dollars out on. Venue, your photographer, catering, the floral designer, the bridal salon, or any other place you're getting your attire, your cake, and many, many more. Honestly, the items you could spend money on at your wedding is pretty much infinite. I think I know someone who can talk to me all about money, money, money. My coworker Whitney pulled off a wedding for like $- and she's also just really fun to be around. Whitney!
Did someone say budget?
Yep, it's me. I've got questions for you.
Hi, Louis.
Come sit. So listen, Whit, I've got some questions for you about money.
I can't give you a raise, I'm sorry.
Okay, well that's not what it was gonna be about.
Sorry about that.
I just got a DM about budgets and the stress of planning a wedding and communicating all those financial decisions. How do you do it? How do you prioritize? Where do you even begin? How long did you plan?
Technically 7 weeks,
That's wild.
but that was only because we were waiting for our families to come into town. We could have planned it much more quickly than we did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
And
know.
what about like the budget? I mean, how do you plan budgeting when you have such a short amount of time? How did you get to budgeting?
So when you're planning a wedding in a short amount of time, you can't really think about logistics the same way you can with a regular timeline. Like you can't care about certain things as much as you would. We were really focused on things like our photographer and videographer. We knew that was where we really wanted to spend money because those memories last a lifetime.
That's amazing. And wait, I heard, isn't there a video of you falling at your reception?
I fell. It's not because I was drinking. I just were very clumsy and he went to do a dip with me and I just kept falling on the floor.
It sounds so fun.
It was great though because we were at this bar and our videographer requested our song and so the bar started playing it for us and we like did a little first dance.
So how did you get to like having this conversation? Like, this is the wedding we want. Where did that even begin?
When I talk about money with my husband, I burst into tears. I'm very bad at talking about finances.
That's how I talk about money to myself. I just burst into tears.
It's not great. It was going to be hard conversations for us to have. So then we stripped back, why are we getting married and what do we want out of it? And we just decided to have a quiet ceremony with our parents on our rooftop. So that really helped dictate where we spent our money in the timeline. It was so much easier. We didn't need to plan out a year and a half in advance because we just snuck up on our roof. Probably the thing
Wait,
that
you snuck up on your roof?
Yeah, we're technically not allowed up there for like weddings. You can go up there and sit, but our doorman said, I didn't know anything. So we just snuck up there, which was great. It was super easy. There were 12 people with us.
So you said a photographer was a pretty big priority for you, but you were a little bit limited. So how did you find the one? Like, what did you even do?
My husband did not understand that these things actually cost money for a very good photographer and a videographer. He was shocked that that was the majority of our budget. He actually found someone on Craigslist that did headshots, and he was like, this person's $300, let's have them come shoot our wedding. And I had to shut that down right away. We collaborated on a lot of stuff, but in this case, I had to explain to him he was very wrong. So we hired a professional, thank God.
I wish that you had gotten the headshot photographer and then you would have looked back on your wedding and it would have just been a series of headshots. You could have hung them up in your house. So it sounds like you guys really just focused on like your vibe as a couple and your priorities and like let the planning and the budget take a hint from that. Like,
yeah, and again, we were really concerned about our friends and family having a good time. So the tab at the bar was probably the most expensive, but it was worth it. Yeah,
okay, good.
We had the best time.
I love it. Ugh. Now that we've gotten through all those money talks, do you want a drink?
Yes, please. Can you make me something? Am I buying it?
Sorry,
Like, is this a...
I was just kidding. Bye everyone. See you on the next episode of Plan It For Me where you slide in my DMs and we do the damn thing.
Two gals.